Hello everybody, this is Arsenal. Today I would like to introduce you to Pastel. Alright, so as we can see, this is the pastel paper we introduced before in the paper section, and now we're going to the main thing, the pastel itself. So personally, I would recommend using the Prismacolor, which called the new pastel, because they're like firm, like a steady, also gives you a nice blend. So I would recommend you using this one. Well, if you like blending a lot, I mean, there's also like other kind like soft pastel too, but I think that it's like a little bit hard to control for me. So you can see I barely used it because I don't feel like it suits me. However, I do like the other one called the pastel pencil. Even though this is generous, I think that it works fine. I know there's another brand called the Crab Othello. I'm not too sure I'm pronouncing right, but yeah, but that will be a higher quality, I guess, one. But I think general works fine. Just like like a charcoal, we got a 1710 and general charcoal pencil. So yeah, they probably will do the same thing. All right. So first thing first. Oh, another thing is very important. Napkin or any paper towel. I know that's a waste of environmental resource, but yeah, it needs to be done. So our object today is the Coke can. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of those brands, so yeah, I'm just practicing, And what is this here is called the color wheel. Debs give you several instructions about the color and their relationship to each other. We'll discuss that a little bit later. But first thing we would like to do is try to find the complementary color, which means it's a direct opposite of the color wheel. So the main color on the Coke can will be red, and the complementary color will be green. So if you want the picture to be really exaggerated, the best way to draw the shadow area won't probably be black. It will be green instead. But I think I will probably won't go that drastically. I'll probably go with blue, a little really dark blue like this one, for my first layout and shadowing, and then I will try to go around the color wheel a little bit and reach to red. So let's see how it works out for me. I'm just trying do the things, Alright, so let's start with this one and measure the proportion, which means is height and length ratio. Alright, so you can see just a really quick layout, and using the side of the pastel, just like charcoal. And there are like several characteristics that are pretty similar to each other. So this will be a good advance after you get familiar with the charcoal pencil, because we got color here now. And also I mentioned that before, if this is a relatively cost efficient, or you can say it's cheaper material, even though I'm not too sure if it lasts as long as like oil paint or acrylic paint, but I'm sure you can get a similar like a touch result using the pastel. Right, so roughly, I'm just go over to the first layer, and then what I'm trying to do is smudge it. Well, there's like two reasons. The first reason maybe just like make it the whole surface consistent. Another reason is you don't want the charcoal to be pastel to be too thick. Otherwise, later on you cannot put on too much layer on top of it. The tooth won't grab those pastel pigments, so you might think about that. Okay. So as I mentioned, I don't want it to go directly to almost complementary color. So what I'm trying to do now is like go around the color wheel. So maybe purple, but I also want it to be a little bit lighter. So I may get the like a lighter color. One tip of using pastel is if you go light, they'll blend more. If you go hard, like pressing really hard against the paper, you will cover more. So just remember this like basic principle, and just try it out. And this, unlike pastel, unlike painting, pastel usually do the blending on the surface, which means we blend our color directly on the picture instead of a palette like we do on the painting. And the more layer you go over top of it, you want to blend less because you'll get to more refined stage, and you'll probably like even leave some, marks, like brush strokes on top of it, because you give it a different kind of feeling. So and you see, I'm not worried about the mark yet, because we can do that part later. And if you find yourself lost in detail, because when you smudge it, you see the drawing seems to expand itself. So one thing you can do is go back to like a charcoal, because pastel and charcoal, they work pretty much the same and they blend it good. But I use the black pastel pencil, and just like the other drawing, I just go over the contours.
Doctor, you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. Gave me this advice. Gave me this, gave me this, gave me this advice.
So yeah, it's pretty much time for our red to come in. See, I intentionally leave some part as papers, so you won't blend too much. So now you see it's all of so still like purplish, so we can go over top of it. But some part actually I want to stay that way, like a shadow part. So yeah, we'll see. Can probably use a lighter one and press a little bit harder this time, because pressing hard covers, and just like what I just did is like more like thin. And it doesn't have to be 100%, you know, like exactly like what it is, because this is your artistic license, you know, like your choice to paint this cocaine the way it is, rather than how people think of it. Using the white charcoal or white pastel pencil to give the really highlight parts, like this part, and just a tiny little touch to it. Excuse me. And also you can even use a different color like red or so. And this part is pretty light, so I can go with this, but that part is a little grayish, so I will go with gray, you know, like here. Remember the cross-hatching technique we talked about yesterday? You can also apply that to this picture, and that's what I mean, like intentionally show some of the texture to let the viewer see. You see, gives it like a personality, you know. It's just not like a artist drawing. It's your style if you like to do that. Yeah, it's kind of smudgy, and yeah, that's fine. If you want a really sharp, like crystal clear image, well, just take a photo, you know. You have to do the drawing. Alright. And if you like it a little bit, oh, actually, this is when we can apply the. I haven't tried it before, so let me try this actually. Because this is like really red stuff. And from what I understand is, oh, I should avoid it. Worse, huh? It should blend more easily than the other one, than the new pastel. Well, it doesn't do that much change. And it'll cover my beautiful words. What? Well, that's what I call experimenting, you know. You never know unless you try. Alright, I'll probably fill in back the words and you can see the final outcome after the video. So if you enjoy it, please drop a like, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.